Here it's MLB 23 with the Chicago Cubs. We're about to open up the 2025 season against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Aaron Nola versus Mitch Keller. As you can see, lineup on the screen. Arnaez, Hernandez, Swanson, Happ, Suzuki, Lionel Parsons, DH, Josh Bell, Christopher Morel, and Diego Cartillo. Pittsburgh's lineup is going to be Ke'Bryan Hayes, Mir Johnson, Juan Soto, Brian Reynolds, O'Neill Cruz, Jack Sawinski, Juan Marvell, Andy Rodriguez, and Alexander Canario. So we're getting ready. We're going to punch in here. Let's take a look at the lineup here. Take a look at the rotation. See the nice American flag in the middle of the field. Everyone's pumped up for opening day here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're going to go ahead and just jump straight in.
Singleton. So the Chicago Cubs, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it could be a springboard for them?
I do, because these guys have already got the building blocks in place. And you make the postseason, you know you've got a shot at the title. So the experience will definitely help them.
We're going to go ahead. We're going to jump into it. Mitch Keller, starting pitcher. Last year, 33 starts, 6 of 15, 486.
Strikeout artist, Singy.
193 hits, 78 walks, 179 strikeouts. He's the opening day pitcher, and he's going to face off against Luis Arnaez. And we get ready to opening day.
Professionals are able to turn the page and get back out there, take the ball, and continue to compete. And I expect to see that
inside. Arraez, Silver Slugger back in 22. That ball came inside. It's ball one.
The wind and the pitch.
Here comes the next pitch. This one's a little bit better, but it's caught by the first baseman.
And very nicely done.
Toss to Keller, and Keller ends up with the out.
Time now.
Take a look at the lineup.
Cubs lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson.
He is technically playing third base right now, honestly.
And the first pitch misses.
He's our future shortstop, long term. Just with Dansby Swanson here. It's, it's kind of, it's expensive.
Hit weakly on the ground.
Chop the first.
Steps on first for the out.
Out number 2.
In on the hands, makes the swing a little defensive. Jammed him up right there.
See the opening day playoff prediction. Orioles, White Sox, Astros, Rays, Blue Jays, and Mariners are projected to go to the playoffs.
The ground to third.
Right to third. Braves, Cubs. We'll get to that. They were showing the opening. They were showing the projections for the playoffs. Never really got a chance to see.
Welcome back.
Aaron Nola,
starting pitcher.
He's 16-10 on the year.
His career ERA
3.96 ERA.
What I like most
Win
about
for 122, 57 walks, 161 strikeouts. We'll see how this goes.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now
we got Nola versus Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Nola's a guy who registers a lot of strikeouts. In fact, he's had 220 or more strikeouts in 3 different seasons. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
And one thing about Nola, Boog, just outstanding command, really sets up that breaking ball to expand the zone to get hitters for that swing and miss.
You think about it, in 2022, he walked 29 guys in 205 innings. That's pretty incredible. That's out to center field. Morel moving under it.
Catching that one as he gets on the move, and we've got out number 1.
Here's the Pirates lineup. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day, day in and day out.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
We got Johnson on the strikeout.
And that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes ball one. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Next pitch is popped up. Nola moving under this one.
Nola gonna catch this one, and we're gonna get out of him. We're gonna tightrope out of here.
And 1-2-3 go the Pirates. We played an inning, no score.
Tightrope out of here. He got up underneath that one just barely.
All set for the start of the inning. Ian Happ up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that one is in for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, you know, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Hit in the air, right field. Johnson on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me out. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Strike one.
0-1.
That one the other way. Whips it to first. That ends the frame.
Okay, so
bottom of the second. Ryan
not
Reynolds
a good way
here.
to start things, but hey, take what we can get.
Designated hitter.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. When Nola was in college at LSU, he got a chance to play with his brother, Austin, who was the team's shortstop, and as well his roommate was Alex Bregman.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The next offering misses, and the count 1-2. On the ground, Arise to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting with the shortstop.
Here's O'Neill Cruz. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that Cruz is a Dodger.
And a strike in there.
They let that change up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it, and the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Got it by him for the K.
Swinging this.
And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Jack Sawinski in the box now. No balls and a strike. 0-2 as he waves at that one. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll move to the third with no score.
Look at the stadium. Other than where the fan cam is right now, it mostly looks like it's full.
Top half of the third inning, and now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell.
55. Josh Bell.
Keller back to work. On the ground, right side, Johnson.
Look at second.
Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Out in front and foul to the left side.
Christopher Morel got the dish.
Super
Armed out
talented.
at the DR.
Maybe as good an arm as the Cubs have on their team defensively. One of their fastest players. He debuted at 22 years old after having played 10 games above Double-A. Kicks and fires. Right side, foul territory. Maraville pulls it down, and there's two gone.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field.
I got caught
What's the
on a
squeeze
center
on that
field.
one? And
I thought that was going to be a base hit, but it hung up a little too long.
And welcome
going
back.
to the
And
bottom
here
of the
is
third.
Juan Maraville.
No score.
Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. There's a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Bounce to the right.
Take
Rise on to
Rise.
first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Andy.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Andy Rodriguez. That's in there. That's strike one. Rodriguez bats left, throws right, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is downstairs.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Line drive. He can't get there. It's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. Cut off. Throw to third. Close play, but in there.
Got under that.
Come through behind in the count right there. Nice
Damn.
job driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Looking for his first big league hit right here.
Oh, yeah. He waved to me.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with two strikes out of the zone.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. That's it out.
Definitely a strikeout situation right there, and he got it. You do not want him to put the ball in play and want to strand that runner at third. Now all he needs is one more out to get it. Doesn't have to be a strikeout this.
Makes the
there we
catch.
go.
Inning over. So one left.
So we gave up the
Pittsburgh,
triple,
and we're
but
still not in
nothing,
at zero.
nothing to show for it. We got no score.
Back here at PNC Park, new inning getting started. Luis Arraez stands in.
Back to the top of the order.
The wind of the pitch. That one the other way.
Hit the short.
Cruz out to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The third baseman, number 2.
And stepping in is the speedy Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar
0 for
Henderson,
1, he
huh?
grounded out in his first at bat. Fought off foul.
Henderson acquired in a trade from Baltimore in 24.
Next pitch inside. And
Inside.
1-1.
Count evens at 1.
On the ground,
hit on
right
the ground
side.
to second.
On the
and
run,
that's
throw
gonna
to
be out
first.
number 2.
2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Next to hit, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby
Grounded out his
Swanson,
first
yep.
time up. Fouled off. He was late.
Dansby Swanson, this is a guy who kind of had a target on his back. #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt. People were expecting a whole lot, comparing him to Derek Jeter.
And it's even up. Swanson with an outstanding career at Vanderbilt. Won the 2014 College World Series and was also named the most outstanding player. Swing and a ball popped
And
up.
that one's popped up in the
Johnson
very short
makes
right.
the play, and it's out number 3.
And that's going to be the third out.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom 4. Here's
One
the
of the
second
bottom of the
baseman,
fourth.
Termarr
The
Johnson.
second baseman.
And a pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1. And a pitch. And ball 1. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Here's a 1-2. Swing
Got
and a
him.
miss, struck him
Oh.
out.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked.
okay,
But if
that
you can
one
place
got-
it where he did, it's a really
That
deceptive
one,
pitch.
that one got out. That one lost.
And a 1-0.
I lost my handle on that one.
Ball 2.
Ooh, okay. All right, Soto. You're looking over there all sneakily.
And a foul ball. The 2-1. There's the strike.
Ooh. Yeah. Boo.
On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All right, Soto, you got lucky.
The batter, number 10.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 1. That hits the dirt, and that's
Yes.
ball 1. Soto at first, 1 gone.
Not really worried about Soto. He's
Swings and misses.
doesn't have
And it's a ball
speed.
to strike.
So.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And a 1-2 again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
All right, you know what? Fuck this. Going up and in.
Next offering is fouled back. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off it.
Finally.
Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's off the mark. 1-0. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Here's a 1-1. Checks his swing.
Yeah.
Field down to third. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller. Righty delivers. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. And the righty deals. Just off the inside edge. Jack Suwinski would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he deals. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the sliding grab. Pirates leave one. Still no score.
Wow, that was interesting.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder.
I want to take a look at that replay. Please. I want to take a look at that replay from the catcher's point of view, man, because that was something. I did not expect him to. Oh, he slid on his own. Shit. Yeah, that was something. I'm sitting there chasing it, and the next thing I know, I see him sliding. I'm like, oh, what the hell is he sliding for?
In half.
Ooh.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground right side. Maraville takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Look like a good.
Now batting.
Look like a good
The
pitch.
next Cub to hit. Flied out his first time. Fly ball.
Another one.
Johnson sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Fucking.
And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And that one pulled foul. The Cubs hitless so far in the game.
Making his MLB debut.
Line to left. Puts the squeeze on
Still
it.
looking
And
for his
that
first
is that.
finish. Line that one out the left field.
Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi with my buddy
We
Chris
are
Singleton.
going to the
It's
bottom
set
of
to
the
get us
fifth
started.
now.
Bottom 5. Jack Suwinski in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet.
It says that, and then that happens, so
I'm hoping that starts to pay
maybe
off
do a little
soon.
of that.
That was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Up next for the
All
Pirates,
right,
Juan
let's see.
Maraville. 0 for 1 so far.
Maraville's up now.
Ball 1 low.
Missed.
Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And the right-hander deals. That one fouled off. 2-2. Here comes a pitch.
3-2.
Struck him
Got him.
out looking.
He thought he was going to walk, but he got
Definitely a
called.
borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Andy Rodriguez will hit next. There's a strike. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Righty to the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Swanson sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
5 innings
so
in the
short work
books.
of them there. 5 innings complete. And we still have no score.
We got no score. The Cubs are looking for their first hit. Pittsburgh's just
Top
looking to
six.
score some
So
runs.
now for Chicago, Josh Bell.
Number 55.
We're gonna go ahead and get a couple of arms, kind of get a couple arms loosened up. We're gonna loosen up Jameson Italian, and we're gonna loosen up Corey Kluber. Just because
Bell, a former
Nola's
All-Star,
thrown a lot of
32 years
pitches,
old.
but I
He
just
joined
want
the
to have
team as a free
somebody.
agent.
Oh, no,
Rodriguez
crap.
Pulls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball.
I didn't really want to
right
swing
there.
at that, but
They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
I didn't want to swing at that one, but I ended up swinging at it by accident. Just
This one
didn't
popped up. Foul ground, first base.
I'm
Makes the grab for the second out.
He's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Cartaya in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
that one's hit in front
Swing
of
and
the
a bouncer.
plate.
Slings to first.
Ooh,
and
close.
the Cubs go 1, 2, 3. So he's
Nothing. Close, but no
building the
cigar.
bottom 6. Now it's Alexander Canario.
6 innings. We're getting into the bottom of the 6th. Working. Honestly, he's doing pretty
back
good.
to work.
74 pitches.
And
His
first offering
stamina's
is
in
fouled
pretty good
off.
shape, so I can't complain there. Canario's making his MLB debut.
The pitch.
Of course, he was a former Cub.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Unfortunately, we had to let him go when we were making some 40-man changes. We put him on waivers, and
Up the middle, and he knocks it down.
he ended
Sends
up
it to
making.
first,
He ended up
and
getting
a quick
picked
out
up.
number 1.
We wanted to get him back to AAA, but that didn't work.
So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hayes measures 5 feet 10 inches, 205 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2015.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
All right, so Hayes is on with the 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You see a ball come off the bat
Got a hold of
you know
that
it was
one pretty
much
good.
A perfect swing, and for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And now, Termarr Johnson in there, and it's 0-1. Hayes leads off first with 1 away. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. And it gets by him. Around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
At the belt and fires. And now 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Next one misses, and it's a full count.
Okay, if I walk him, then I'm bringing in somebody else.
Kicks and deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Left-hand hitter waits. Drilled in the air. Right
Shit.
there. Way back there. And that is out of here. Juan Soto goes deep. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
All right.
Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Jameson Taillon. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 50, Jameson Taillon.
And a swing and a miss there. Next offering is in for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
Hard on the ground to first. He'll do it himself. That's the inning.
All right, so 6 innings in the books. Unfortunately, we're down 3-0.
It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Ooh, I will be back in 1 minute. I'll be back. Okay, we are back. We're getting ready to enter the top of the
And
seventh
welcome
inning.
back. Now it's the second baseman,
Luis
Luis Arias.
Arias. Mitch
The
Keller
right-hander
is
back to
up.
work. Hit Weekly on the ground
Hit on
towards
the ground.
second.
Weekly to second.
In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy.
Oh, screw this. Got to run across. Looks like Suzuki
Your
scored.
attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates. Number 88.
Bottom of the eighth inning. Alright, so we're down 3-1. Bottom of the ninth inning.
Now pitching for the Pirates.
David
Number 51.
Bernard
David
and
Bednar.
Gunnar Henderson. We're going
We
to
go to
see
the
how this
ninth. So up
goes.
now for Chicago, Gunnar Henderson.
Number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled
Whew.
off.
Fouled
Bednar
off.
goes 6'1", 250 pounds, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ah!
Swing and a pop-up. Johnson under it. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Okay, so one
Batter
out.
will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. 1 for 3. Swings through that one. 0-1. Bednar, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Popped up right side.
And
Johnson
that one
on the
popped
move.
up.
Racing makes the
Oh, it looked like it was
catch.
going to drop.
2 away down. So they're down
We're
to
down
the
to our
final.
last out. Ian Happ's
the
at the
next cup to
plate.
hit.
This isn't looking good.
On the ground, right side.
And yeah, okay. This just
Throw to first, ball game. And the
So,
Pirates
we
take
dropped the
series
opening
opener
day
here
game.
at home.
Well, his first save of the
3-1.
season is in the books, and that was a nice job
not
of
even-
him coming in the game and
I don't
closing
even
it
want
out.
to. I don't
He's
even want
off
to
and
look at the
running
freaking
And your final
highlights.
3-1 for Chris
Another
Singleton
goes 5
and
in the third,
entire
get the
outstanding
5
crew
hits,
here
strikes
at
out
MLB
8,
Show. I'm
gave
John
up all
Shelby
3
saying
runs. Keller
so
goes
long.
7 in the third, 3 hits, 2 Ks, no walks, gives up the earned run. Named player of the game, but just bad, just bad. Opening day just not go the way I wanted it to. It sucks. So we lose opening day to Pittsburgh. Yeah. Next game out, Tyler Glass now, Justice Sheffield. Honestly. Alright, looks like we are 1-1. We have game 3, we have the last game of the series. Quentin Priester. Wait. Quentin Priester versus Justin Steele. Alright, we have scouting assignments. Honestly, I don't know where to scout, honestly. Let's take a look at our, let's see, no, he's more efficient with, let's see, this is more efficient pitchers, this is more efficient position players. Basically, pitchers and efficient pitchers, position players. Well, then I've got catcher, first base, and third base. I don't know. I would say first base for sure, because we're ranked 19th, and I don't really exactly like where we're at. I would say closing pitcher or relief pitcher. I would say, yeah, I would say these three here for sure. Yeah, I would say these three. So first base and then closing, relief pitching. So, all right, so we're gonna do first one. We're gonna look at. We're gonna look at some pictures. We don't really need to look at closing pitchers. We need to look at relievers. We're gonna scout Luis Coronado with the first one. Next one we're gonna do first baseman. We're gonna look at Lionel. Yeah, we're gonna look at Lionel Ricci. And then the third one, more pitching. We're gonna look at some closers. Yeah, Patrick. All right, so this will be what we'll start with. Our bonus allotment right now is $6.34 million. Depending on where we're at with everything, this will be it. All right, Flowerwise weekly scouting sponsorships are good. All right, so we're good there. Right, game 3, Justin Steele, Quentin Priester. Okay. All right, so we have more players on our AAA roster than we need. All right, so that means we're gonna have to make some changes. Okay, so let's see here. Really? Yeah. Okay. We'll move him down to AA. And we'll have to move somebody down from AA to A-ball. I'm going to be honest. Might be anything but Medina. No, it's going to be Riley Thompson. Yeah. Alright, we're going to move you down to A-ball. Alright, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so game 3 of this series. Justin Steele, Quentin Priester, we won game 2. Oh wow, we won game 2, 5-0. Let's look at the box score, shall we? Dansby Swanson went 2 for 4. Kyle Hikashawa went 3 for 4. Conforto went 2 for 4. The only guys that went hitless were Suzuki, Ponson, and Bell. Glasnow went full 9 innings, gave up 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 8. Pittsburgh, Sheffield went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 4. Rosemy Contreras went 2 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 5. Not bad. He only got 4 hits. 2 were by Edney Rodriguez, 1 by Maryville, 1 by Luis. Shut down everything. Not bad at all. All right, game 3. Won game 3, 2-1. Italian picks up the win. Vito takes the loss. Let's see. Rise had a bad game. He went 1 for 5. We only had 6 hits. Nobody had more than 1. Including Hat, Ponson, and Suzuki going hitless, as well as yep, that's it. Okay. Yeah, because Toro came in for Josh Bell. Came in to play first after Nelson Vasquez pinch ran. So. Let's see. Steele went 7 innings, 5 hits, gave up 1 run, walked 2, struck out 5. Italian went an inning, gave up 2 hits, struck out 1. Hendricks comes in, gets his first save of the year, struck out 2. Not too bad. So we are 2-1 on the year as we go into the 3-game series. With Atlanta, it'll be Anthony DeSclafani, Jesus Luzardo, and then back to Aaron Nola. They will face Ian Anderson, Spencer Strider, and Kyle Wright. We'll then have an off day before we have a 3-game series against Milwaukee, and then hit the road for a little over a week. Hit the road until the 18th. We start on the 7th, and then we'll be back at home on the 18th. We'll play San Diego, Colorado, and the Angels before coming home and facing Toronto. And then the intercity series between the White Sox, and then a 3-game set against Texas before we end the month with what I'm assuming will be a 3-game series with San Francisco that will bleed into the next month. Okay. Alrighty. So, 2-1 on the season. Not too bad. Brewers are 3-0. Everything's looking good. Let's take a look at the top prospects as we enter the year. Top prospects as we enter the year. P.J. McClellan of the Pittsburgh Pirates is the number 1 prospect. He's a center fielder, 18 years old, 8 potential, 73 overall right now. He has decent power. Needs to work on his contact. Durability's up there. Speed's up there. Depending on how everything goes, maybe a year, inside of a year. Carson Clay finally gets bumped down to number 2. He is on the MLB roster as a starting pitcher for the White Sox. He's already thrown 6 innings, so he's already had his first start. Not bad. Robbie Garrett with the San Francisco Giants is number 3. He's a starting pitcher, 21 years old. Another one, A potential, 69 overall right now, but he's making his way, so can't blame that one. Rays closing pitcher Alonso Rivera comes in at number 4. We see the Detroit Tigers have two of them back to back. Jackson Holliday, the shortstop for Detroit, who's on the major league roster as of right now. He has appeared in 3 games, has 13 at bats. He's hitting a .462 average, so not bad. I mean, not bad at all. And Cam Collier comes in at number 9. He's on the AAA roster as a third baseman. A potential, 20 years old, 73 overall. Got to get some of them numbers up, but he's coming along. At number 10, Sean Driver of the Colorado Rockies, a shortstop. He's 19 years old. He is in their A level. A potential, 54 overall. He's, it's going to be a marathon with this one. The Twins, Howard Wade comes in at number 11. We see our first Cub at number 15, Pete Crow Armstrong. He is a 73 overall. It does not look like anything's really leveled out. He went 0 for 5 in the first game of the season, but we'll see where his stats kind of level out. I mean, we'll see. We'll just see. Johnny Rich comes in at 16. Jason Dominguez at 18. See a bunch of different players, bunch of different teams. The Brewers have one at 26 and 27. Ken Cishek, a potential 20 years old. He's 60 overall. I mean, he's got the stats to be a very, very good closing pitcher. He hasn't started his season yet. Louis Riddle, the Brewers, also the Brewers, is a starting pitcher. He's also in the AA organization with B potential, 19 years old, 65 overall. Bats and throws left-handed. Looking good. He's got very high velocity at 94, so that's something to look forward to. We see a couple of other ones. See some other players and names. And the last Cub on the list is Kevin Alcantara. He's a 71 overall center fielder. B potential. He's 22 years old. He's seemingly kind of, he's kind of flatlined. He's kind of flatlined and puttered out. I don't know what to make of that. And number 50 on the list is Mick Abel, who's a starting pitcher with the St. Louis Cardinals. He is on their major league roster. He has not made an appearance at all this year yet. He's not made an appearance at all yet. We'll see. We'll see when and if he does. Notice that, let me see, as I'm looking at the list, it's kind of actually a mix. I mean, there's no, I don't see a team, any team in particular. I mean, maybe you could say the Twins, because I do see a few Twinkies spread throughout this. So, and it's not like one or two squads have a bunch of them. It's kind of spread out between the clubs. It's kind of spread out between the clubs on who has what. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this list evolves over the year. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. The Cubs start their season 2-1. We're tied with the Reds at 2-1. The Cardinals are 1-2. Pirates are 1-2. Again, Brew career 3-0. We have a series against Atlanta coming up. That'll be the next series that comes down. And then a series against the Brewers, who right now are sitting at undefeated. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Until next time, we'll see you here on MLB The Show 23 with your Chicago Cubs. Until next time, see you later.